Sports Talk 2319. I am your host, Rashad Phillips, and today I want to talk about a few things. First of all, let's just start with the point guard play that's been going on around college basketball. I have my top 10 list every year, and I want to explain to you guys how that list works and how your favorite point guard can maybe crack that top 10. Let me give you my 10 right now. Every few weeks, I'm going to give you guys my top 10 point guards in all of the country. At number 1, we have St. Bonaventure's Jaylen Adams. Yes, he missed a couple games early in the season, but now he's back in the lineup. And believe you me, this kid is a prototypical point guard. At number 2, we have Villanova's Jalen Brunson. This kid is as cerebral as any player in the country. At number 3, we have freshman out of Alabama, Collin Sexton. Collin is as NBA ready as anybody on my list. His ability to make shots, he shoots the ball better than what we give him credit for. He just kind of reminds me of a throwback player. It reminds me of a Patrick Beverly, but he has more offense. At number 4, we have freshman out of Oklahoma, Trae Young. I can't stop raving about this kid. He has that rare gift to be able to score points at a high rate and dish off assists at a high rate at the same time without those characteristics overcompensating for each other. I watched him a few weeks ago against Oregon, 43 points, 7 assists. At number 5, we have freshman Duke sensation Trey Duval. He's the most athletic point guard in all of the country, and we've all witnessed that. At number 6, we have Nate Mason out of Minnesota. This kid, every time I watch him, he continues to improve. His maturity level is risen, and this offense runs like a well-oiled machine. At number 7, we have Jihad Thomas out of UMass Lowell. 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's the toughest, meanest point guard in all of America. At number 8, we have Jonathan Stark out of Murray State. Unlimited range on this jump shot. I told you before, it reminds me a little bit of Damian Lillard. At number 9, we have Notre Dame's Matt Farrell. This kid is just a flat-out winner. Wherever he goes, he wins games. At number 10, I have 2 names, Marquette's Andrew Rousey and Joel Berry from North Carolina. That rounds out my top 10, and stay tuned for more. My list can and will change throughout the season. I have a couple guys right outside of that 10 that's on the waiting list to get in. The player that I'm excited to bring to you today is Jihad Thomas out of UMass Lowell, 6'2", 210 pounds. This kid is the top rebounding point guard in all of America, and it's not even a debate. Let me tell you, over a 4-year span, Jihad has averaged over 8 rebounds a contest. He's averaged that. This season, he's averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds, and just under 5 assists. Enough with the numbers. Let me tell you something. I watched this kid on tape, and he is as bold, tough, mean, and gritty a basketball player that I've ever seen on film. His ability to score in transition, he has a great first step, phenomenal athlete. He doesn't get enough credit of the defense that he plays, and obviously, I told you before, he's the best rebounding point guard in all of America. Let's go behind the curtains. Follow me behind the curtains with this kid really quick. I want you to really hone in on what I'm telling you. Right now, while I'm telling you this kid has 1,300 points in his career and just under 700 rebounds right now. When the season ends, Jihad is going to have around 1,600 points and just under 900 rebounds. 900 rebounds from a point guard position. I know point guards that don't even have 900 points. Jihad Thomas is the meanest, toughest point guard in America? Trey Bell Haynes out of Vermont, 6'2", 180 pounds. The American East Player of the Year last season. Smooth, silky scorer, can beat you in transition. Really good athlete. Vermont has had some early success with this kid behind the helm. I really love what I see from this kid. If he can get more consistent behind the three-point arc, I believe he can really show his array of skills with his great mid-range contribution. Jermaine Merrill, 6-footer for the Hampton Pirates out of Newport News, Virginia. Very solid in his craft, 20-point scorer, 5 assists. I like to call this kid kind of a dancer with the ball. Can beat people off the dribble at will. Loves one-on-one opportunity. Great finisher in traffic. Very confident basketball player. Has great vision. Reminds me a lot of Shane Larkin with his ability to get in the lane, dish, and hit shots. If you haven't tuned in to Jermaine, you need to now. The question that I keep receiving via text or email or Twitter is, why are scoring point guards so necessary in today's game? And I can tell you why. It's because the game has become positionless. So now from the point guard standpoint, there's added responsibility there. Traditionally, point guards was just supposed to get the ball past half court and initiate offense. But the way the game is played today, the point guard has to be able to do everything, not just pass, not just dribble, has to be able to put the ball in the basket because you're playing with guys that are positionless. Let's just look at the last 5 national champions. Last year you had North Carolina win a national title because of Joel Berry, who's considered a scoring point guard. The year before that you had Villanova with Josh Hart and company, those guards scoring. And you look at Duke the year after Villanova won it, they had Tyus Jones, who won the MVP in the national championship, another scoring point guard. The year before that, you had UConn with Shabazz Napier winning the MVP, a scoring point guard. And then you had Louisville and Michigan in the national title, and both of those teams had scoring point guards with Russ Smith and Peyton Siva, and you had Trey Burke, Nick Stauskas, and Tim Hardaway Jr. The game has started to evolve around scoring point guards. You look at the NBA, Steph Curry, scoring point guard, NBA champion. Kyrie Irving, scoring point guard, NBA champion. This is how the game is going to be for the next 30 years. Positionless basketball. So if you're a point guard, you need to have the attribute of scoring the basketball. I hope you enjoyed my segment today. I am your host, Rashad Phillips. Until the next time, this is Sports Talk 2319. Love my expertise info on college basketball players? Want to perfect your own play? Order my training DVD collection now at www.rpskillsunlimited.com.